going on, Clash Crashers? Rocky here today, and today we have a special guest on the channel. Cleric Dragoon is back with us today. It's been a little bit since we've done a collab. Goon, how are you doing today, my man?
Man, I'm doing great, Bash. Thanks for having me back again, man. I'm so psyched.
Hey, I'm looking forward to this. We're going to be talking about some Town Hall 9 LaLoon, guys. I know we've been talking a lot about how I need to practice my LaLoon, and I thought, who else should I bring on? Cleric Dragoon! Goon knows all of the Town Hall 9 attacks, so Goon, hopefully you're ready to teach me, not necessarily teach me, but help me freshen up all my LaLoon attacks. How are you feeling about that?
Man, I'm feeling good, Bash. Hopefully we can get it done, man. I'll do my best. I wouldn't say I was a pro at all of them, but I definitely strive to learn them.
Yeah, exactly. And you do a lot of different strategy attack videos, and that's why I kind of thought of you. So if you guys want to check out some Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, Town Hall, just tons of strategy content, go over and check out Cleric Dragoon's channel. The link would be down there in the description. Great strategy videos and lots of different war content out there. So what we're going to be doing today is Goon's going to be kind of going at this base first. Goon, talk about kind of what strategy we're going to be using, how you're going to be using this attack, and what you're trying to accomplish with your kill squad of the Lalo.
10-4. All right. So when I look at this base, immediately I see that the CC is really close, can be pulled quite easily.
Right.
And the queen is also in that same box. So, that's what makes me want to do a sacrificial royal or sui Lalo attack on this base.
Yep.
But now there's some risk here. I don't know what's in the CC. So I think that if I put my king down, he might tank long enough to get the queen, but he may not. So I think I'm going to add a giant for tanking right there. But that's the Sui part. That is I guess you'd say the kill squad, because that's basically it for this attack.
So yeah, basically what he's going to be doing, guys, is he's going to be bringing in his king and queen as only part of the kill squad to take out our queen rather, and the clan castle. Those are the main objectives that you're trying to get out, right, Goon?
Right. And so like in a sacrificial hero LaLoon or a sui LaLoon, whatever you want to call it, that's your objective with your king and queen typically, is to get the CC down and to get the queen down. Now you might not be able to get the queen down on all attacks, but this particular base, it is obtainable. There's other ways of dealing with the queen. If she was centralized, you would maybe use a rage and a skelly spell. But in this attack, that's not going to be necessary. So let's move on to phase 2. So like assuming that I get the CC down, I'm going to poison it, all that good stuff, and I get the queen down. I'm looking at the blowers right now, and it looks like to me, just looking at the base, that the best way to come in is from 12 to 3. But I'm looking at coming in like across where the wizard tower and archer tower is, in between the 12 and 3 area of the base.
Right.
Bringing that first hound in, he's gonna aggro that middle AD. I'll drop some balloons there, haste him in. Then I'll drop the second hound closer to 12, and he'll aggro probably that same AD. And then I'll drop some balloons there for the archer tower and wizard tower there. Probably I'll just drop a clump of 4.
I like it.
And then for the CC hound, which is the max hound, I'm gonna drop it kind of on the 12 to 9 side. Now just come in the middle right there at that AD, bring like 1 balloon on that mortar over there, and maybe like 2 or 3 on that archer tower. And by then, hopefully my balloons from the top are going to be moving in towards the sweepers, and everything's going to be converging into the center. And then we're just going to run haste and rage as needed.
And just kind of wreck right through it.
Well, that's the plan.
And we can kind of see, guys, this is more of a kind of offset AD style base. I think this could be a little bit more intimidating for LaLoon, but I mean, like he said, we're given the clan castle, we're given the queen, so it's a really good shot to try out the sacrificial hero LaLoon, and that's what we're going to be talking about on this first strategy. We're going to talk about a couple different variants, but Goon is going to go ahead and try to execute that plan, hopefully get the 3-star Goon. Good luck to you. I like the plan a ton. I'm going to be kind of just looking and watching you and kind of commentating, because really I just need to brush up. I think my timing is bad and just my planning. So I'm just going to kind of follow your lead and just watch what you're doing and hopefully learn along with the viewers today.
Right. And one thing I'll tell the viewers, if the one thing I look at is blower positions, and that means so much, because a blower will make you have to use haste
Right.
early, and I really hate fighting blowers. Now, some people go right into them, but honestly, I try to come in behind them. That is one of the main fears for me with a LaLoon. I don't want it to be slow. It's slow enough without
Yeah,
spells,
exactly.
so I don't want to fight those. So anyway, so I'm going to get started right here. I'm going to go ahead and attack because I'm ready.
Alrighty, let's see it. Good luck to you,
Uh,
my man.
let's
Uh,
hope the little giant tank is going to give my queen and king time to get
just
in
a
here.
little bit extra time. So he's bringing in that extra giant just to help out, so he can make sure he gets that clan castle down. I have a more of a traditional war clan castle that we're really used to seeing. So whenever you're ready, go at it, Goon. All right, guys. So what he's gonna do, like he kind of said there, is gonna bring in that giant, bring in the king and queen here to work on that clan castle. We see our queen stepping up quite a bit there, and that's gonna help him get access to her. So that's gonna help you out quite a bit, Goon. Our queen's stepping up. So you should have a pretty nice line at her whenever your queen gets freed up a little bit right there. And there she
Right.
goes. Your queen's just going to go ahead and pound my queen out right there. Absolutely wrecking her. And that's a
Yep.
nice thing, guys, about the sacrificial hero, is you don't really have to use any spells, and you're not using a ton of army camp space, because you're just using your heroes to get out the queen and the clan castle. So we see the balloons coming in, taking out that mortar. Hounds coming in, kind of what Goon was talking about before. Haste spell's just going to go blowing right through the base here and just start pushing up into the center. So first bow goes down. The air sweepers were a little bit of a pain there. Like you said, you don't like fighting air sweepers, but sometimes you're going to have to deal with an air sweeper no matter what there. So looking really good here, Goon. Getting right through the base. The plan's looking pretty solid. Still got a couple balloons left. Still got that max hound up. And still got a haste spell. So everything's looking really smooth here as far as the pathing. That last sound does pop. Still got a few Teslas up and a little bit of stuff. But honestly, Goon is just going to absolutely wreck through here, guys. And that's the beautiful thing about Sacrificial Hero LaLoon. When the clan castle's kind of given to you with the queen like that, which you're not going to see that all the time, but when you
No.
do, you're going to be able to use this attack and just absolutely blow right through the base, just like Goon did right there. Goon, that was super clean, my man.
I appreciate it. Sometimes it works out that way. But what you're saying, as far as first hits too, CCs, how you handle them, where they're at, that's what makes a difference on this attack. I mean,
Yeah.
you just really need to get some favorable base designs really to promote this attack per se.
Yeah, exactly. And what we're doing here is we're just expanding our arsenal of armies that we can use, and that way we can be able to practice with the Suicide Lalo and get better with it, to be honest, because sometimes you're going to have a base where that situation is going to arise with the offset air defenses, Queen and Clan Castle really accessible. And so I want you guys to have this in your arsenal. So we're going to go ahead and move on to a different Lalo variant next. All right, guys, so we're back, and Goon is going to be using a Gobolalo, and this attack is super versatile, can be used on tons of different bases. You just got to get a few things out of the kill squad. Goon, what are you trying to get out of this kill squad with the Gobolalo?
Well, guys, I'm looking at getting a couple of ADs, the Queen and the CC. And I
Absolutely.
know we're starting to repeat ourselves when we're talking about Queen and CC, but obviously those are very important goals for your kill squad, whichever way attack you're using, whatever attack you're using. So with this particular base, Bash, I'm looking at there's two ADs, the Queen and the CC in a central location. So looking at it, there's several different directions I can come in at, but I want to make sure that I get the two ADs. I want to make
Right.
sure I get them and I get the queen. So for me, the best way to come into this base, I'm looking at it, is the wizard tower compartment by the queen. So I need to make a funnel there with a shattered entry. So I'm gonna use a camp on one side, and then I'll cut, those gold mines on the other side with wizards. And I'm gonna have to jump, unfortunately, because the wizard tower will probably splash damage my wall breakers, and that's just risky. So I have to burn a spell on jump, which is unfortunate. But
Right.
I don't want my jump to go into the queen's compartment. I want my jump to stay over to the side. I don't want everything going into the queen's compartment because that may lose my two ADs.
Right. You have to
Everything
make sure you
needs to
get those
go
two
towards.
ADs out.
Right, they've gotta go.
And the
And the
queen
q
should step up, so you should be fine there.
Right, so in going in, that direction, I'm also gonna get that blower, if all goes to plan, in front of the CC, and that makes it to where I can bring my LaLoon in, towards the 12 o'clock into the base,
Yeah,
that
I
end of
got
the
you. I
base.
got you. That makes sense.
So and then just work it around the half C of the base. And so that's my general plan on this base. You want to see what happens?
Let's get it. Let's go at it.
All right, here we go. All right, and I'm just going to start right here. Put a couple of
Alrighty,
wizards.
let's see it, Goon. Let's make it happen. So the nice thing about this attack, guys, is it's so versatile because you can kind of decide where you're going in with your kill squad and just try to get those objectives. Try to get 2 air defenses, get the queen, the clan castle. If you can get a sweeper, the more defenses and stuff you can get, obviously, the better. But you definitely want to make sure you can get 2 air defenses, the queen and the clan castle taken out when you're using this attack. And that's a nice thing about it, is you can really attack any base that you want with it. So we see the Goon gets that nice funnel going in. Clan castle comes out. They're getting poisoned. We see our queen stepping up, and the bowler's actually going to take her out. So our queen is down. Clan castle's getting ready to go down. Sweeper's going down. And he's just getting all those objectives just like we kind of talked about right there, guys.
Ah, I misclicked.
Oh no, 2 hounds going in.
It's all right. We gotta go. We gotta go.
2 hounds going in up top. You got this, Goon. You got this. So that happens sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna misclick on your attack. You got to recover and make it happen. So let's see how Goon recovers here and tries to get the triple. Still got his queen's ability, which is gonna help him out later on for sure, because she's gonna be able to get deep into that base. And we're just seeing the balloons work really nicely through here. And you guys can kind of see, you know, those kind of things will happen in war. Sometimes you're going to double drop a hound or misplace a hound, and you just got to be able to recover from that. And with the kill squad on this attack, this might be my favorite Lalo variant, just because there's so much you can do with the kill squad on any base, really. And you guys see Goon just absolutely wreck this base with minimal effort. I mean, he messed up, and he still absolutely wrecked us. So that's what we like to see, Goon. A very nice Gobolalo there. And I really like Gobolalo just because it's so versatile on different bases. It's so easy to get to those different objectives and get deep into the base with the Gobolalo.
And it's a lot more comfortable for a lot of people because you got golems tanking, and it's a conventional front end of the attack.
Right.
And really, you know, you get a lot of value out of that. There was a lot of value from my front end.
Yeah, you got deep into the base. You got everything you needed out of it and got the easy 3-star, really. I mean, that was super, super clean. So hopefully you guys have learned a little bit today. I was trying to brush up a little bit on my Lalo skills. That's why I called in Goon, Cleric Dragoon. I mean, when I need strategy, that's the man I'm calling, guys. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. Hopefully you guys have learned a little bit today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this collab. Goon, man, thank you so much for coming over to the channel and working with us today, my man.
Thank you for inviting me, Bash. Anytime, dude, I'd love to be back. You guys, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching this video, Bash Nation, and thank you, Bash, for inviting me.
Hey, much love, Goon. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on those notifications. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash Bashing.